Okay, yeah, I'll have a student up here to tell you a little bit about our school.
We are the affiliated high school of National Zhongshu University. There are about 1,700 students in our school, and our grades consist of grade 10 to 12. We have lots of courses such as our video conference program, and it is an honor to be with you here today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about Brazil now. Your school.
Okay. Our Brazilian school here is not actually an elementary or high school. It's a private language school, also called studio in some countries. Or here in Brazil, we call it a private language institute. It has only about 50 students. And the students come here before or after their regular elementary or high school classes, only to learn English. So it's only a language school. So we don't teach other subjects. It's a quite small school.
Okay. Very good. And who do you have with you today?
Me?
Yeah. Who's your student with?
Yes. Can you introduce yourself, Melissa?
My name is Melissa and I am 13 years old.
13.
And I live in Lagoa Santa for this.
So she has been my student since last year.
Oh, wow.
She's learning English and having a lot of fun with all the recipes and international culture with this project.
Well, good. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's do one from Taiwan first, and then we'll do one from Brazil. Go ahead, Mary.
那我们就切开，新加坡。
In Taiwan, our main dishes are mostly rice and noodles. Noodles can consist of long, thin noodles and dumplings. Another special kind of noodles is made from rice, which is called fried rice noodles. There are several ways to cook rice and noodles, such as pan frying, stir frying, stewing, and steaming. Today, we are going to introduce special delicacies such as fried rice noodles, beef noodles, fried rice, and braised pork rice. Additionally, we will introduce some delicacies which have been brought here from earlier times, and they have developed their own special food culture in Taiwan over time. First, we are going to tell you about beef noodles.
Beef noodles is a popular main dish in Taiwan. We always eat it for lunch or for dinner. We can buy it at night market or restaurant. It's a common food in Taiwan, and it's very delicious. The two main flavors include braised beef noodle soup and clear stewed beef noodle soup.
People also like to eat it with pickled cabbage. The noodles can be thick or thin. Thick noodles taste chewy and thin noodles taste smooth. The price is between 90 to 120 NT dollars, which is 3 to 4 US dollars.
Fried rice noodles is actually rice made into the form of noodle. It's easy to make, and it can be cooked in many ways like stir-frying it or steaming it. You can also buy it in night markets or at some food stands.
The price is not high. It is between 30 to 50 NT dollars, which is about 1 to 2 US dollars. Thus, everyone calls it civilian delicacy because of its low price. You can easily enjoy it in Taiwan whenever you want.
Restaurant is eaten as dinner. Restaurant is a pretty common dish. You can buy it at every block, at restaurant and night market. Restaurant is eaten as dinner. However, some people eat it as breakfast because it is cheap. It is about 25 to 50 NT dollars. That is, a bowl of restaurant is only 1 to 2 US dollars, but its portion is enough for one meal.
Black pork rice is a popular dish. The interesting is black pork rice in northern Taiwan and southern Taiwan is different. In northern Taiwan, ground pork is used, sometimes with some flours. However, in the south, a big piece of meat is put on rice with some pickled radish.
Fried rice is a popular main dish in Asia. It is fast and easy to cook, and the price of it in a restaurant, the price of it is between 30 to 50 NT dollars, which is between 1 to 1.6 US dollars. Now we will show you how to make fried rice.
Ingredients. To make fried rice, we need the following ingredients. Cooked rice, 150 grams. Corn kernels, 16 grams. Ham, 16 grams. 2 eggs. 1 spring onions. Cooking oil, 20 milliliters. Soy sauce, 30 milliliters.
First, mix the cooked rice and eggs together in a large bowl. Second, adding cooking oil onto the pan. Third, put in the spring onion and saute the spring onion. Fourth, add the rice and eggs onto the hot pan and stir fry with ham and corn kernels. Finally, add soy sauce and mix them well. The fried rice is ready to serve.
We will now introduce 4 main dishes around Taiwan. The first dish I will show you is turkey rice. After World War II, the USA assisted Taiwan, bringing supplies including turkey. In the time when food was scarce, people could not buy free-range chicken. They could only settle for turkey meat. This main dish symbolizes the spirit of working hard to survive. Turkey rice not only satisfies other people's appetite, but also brings back their memories.
We put lard or pig oil on turkey rice and stir it with shallot. On top of the rice is turkey flakes and a piece of yellowed pickled radish. Turkey rice not only smells good, but also tastes fantastic. You can taste this savory dish in almost anywhere in Taiwan, especially in Chiayi, where it originated. It only costs about 50 NT dollars, which is 1.6 US dollars.
Next, I will introduce rice in bamboo tube. It's an indigenous food which uses bamboo as both. It has a special bamboo smell, and it is popular with tourists. Rice in bamboo tube comes in 2 kinds of flavors, sweet and savory. We put sweet potato, peanuts, and mung beans in sweet one, and put dry shrimp, mushrooms, and pork in savory one.
Now, we will introduce how to make rice in bamboo tube. First, you need to prepare a bamboo and some glutinous rice. Next, cut the bamboo in half and steep it for half a day. At the same time, wash the rice and steep it for 10 hours. Then put the rice into the bamboo and about 7 tablespoons, and then fill it with water. After you finish the above steps, you still need to tie both ends and cook it in boiling water for 1 hour. Then you can enjoy it.
Another main dish we are going to introduce is oyster vermicelli. It costs 40 to 60 NT dollars, about 1.5 to 2 US dollars. It is a kind of traditional food in Taiwan. Some people have it for breakfast, but some people have it for lunch or snacks. It tastes fancy, chewy, and smooth. Here is the ancient history of oyster vermicelli. At the beginning, it is called vermicelli sink soup, which is a snack cooked by country women for farmers. But later, the country woman added oyster to raise the nutrition value, which is today's oyster vermicelli.
Next, we will introduce Nantou-style egg noodle soup. The origin of it can trace back to the 17th century. The people from Fujian, China come to Nantou, Taiwan during that period, and they settled down in Taiwan. However, after they dislove the lifestyle in Taiwan, they start missing their hometown. So they create the food called style egg noodle soup to remind their hometown. Now the food has become the most popular food in Nantou, Taiwan.
A bowl of Nantou-style egg noodles is about 35 to 50 NT dollars, which is 1.5 to 2 US dollars. As for the taste, it is soft and chewy. There are also some pork on the noodles, which enhances the flavor of noodles. Next time, if you have a chance to come to Taiwan, don't forget to try these main dishes. Thanks for your attention. Do you have any questions?
Any questions from Brazil or any other place else? I think we're joined by another school too. Go ahead, Brazil.
Yep.
You have a question?
No.
No questions from our side. It was very
They're also
interesting.
just joined by a new site.
Yeah.
If they would like to introduce themselves first.
Yeah, if the new site would introduce themselves, tell us what school and what country, please.
I'm guessing you're the new school?
And where are you from?
From Iran. We're from Iran. We're sorry.
Oh, yeah, good. Iran. Okay. Great. That's very...
You need to get closer to the microphone for better results so that everyone can hear you better, if possible at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Is it better now?
Yeah, that's better right now. That's really good.
So if you... Perhaps we have questions for them?
Do you have a question, Iran?
No, I'm pretty sure we're in.
Okay. Mary, I do have one question though.
Yes, go ahead.
On the turkey rice, you said it was after U.S. servicemen, I guess after the war. Are turkeys grown there in Taiwan now? Or they have to import the turkey
raise
meat?
our own turkeys in Taiwan?
Yes. Yes.
Let me, I'm going to have to mute all you guys a second until we talk, okay? Yeah, that's really interesting. Our Thanksgiving's coming up a week from this coming Thursday, and turkeys are a really big commodity in the United States for Thanksgiving and Christmas. How much does a turkey cost there? And are turkeys expensive or not?
Yes, expensive.
In Taiwan?
Yeah, around like 1,000. Okay, like how much is the USD? 1,000 will be 30 USD.
Wow, yeah.
For how much?
Okay.
How much can we buy with 30
US
dollars?
Yes, for one chicken. Oh, one turkey.
Yeah.
Medium size?
Yeah, like raise like 9 months or 10 months. They like handle the turkey. Yeah.
Is that a good deal in the U.S.? Like a medium-sized turkey, probably a smaller size to the U.S. For $33 US. Is that a good bargain or not?
No, they're selling about, we were at the grocery store yesterday, and you can catch them on sale here for about $1.58, $1.60 a pound. So a pound, yeah. So you could get a really, really big turkey for, you get a 15, 20-pound turkey for about money, as you were saying. A lot of turkeys are going for maybe $15 to $20, about your size. So
a live one?
No, not live. They're frozen.
No. Already cooked.
Frozen.
No. Some already cooked. They're going to be a lot more expensive.
Oh, okay.
So you're referring to a frozen whole turkey that costs about 15 to 20 US.
Right. And if you just buy turkey breast, you can buy just the breast of the turkey meat and just get all the white meat. And then it's a lot more expensive, but still not that bad.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's cheaper.
Still much more expensive in Taiwan. You have a question for them? Yeah, go ahead.
Have you ever eaten a dish in our presentation?
Yeah, has anybody ever tried any of the dishes that they presented?
Has anybody tried any of the dishes like they presented?
Fried rice, fried noodles.
I've eaten fried rice before. It's real popular here in the United States.
Chinatown food, the fried rice.
But I bet it's not very authentic in the U.S.
Now, I know Iran eats all kinds of rice. They call it pilar, but pilar. Iran, do you guys have any fried rice or Chinese restaurants?
person I've never been to a Chinese restaurant, like local, like chocolate food, but it's really good.
Okay. Get a little feedback, but she said she hasn't been. I know they have a bunch in Tehran. Okay, let's go ahead, Brazil, if you want to do one, and then we'll go back to Taiwan, and then we'll go to Iran. Brazil, go ahead.
Okay, so let me open the presentation and share screens with you. Okay. Hmm? Yes. Can you see my presentation?
We can now.
Okay.
My presentation is about Brazilian dishes, and my name is Lily.
Brazilian habits. I would just like to add this cultural note. Maybe it's different in other countries. We usually have a small breakfast. Usually when we get up at 6 or 7 a.m., we have coffee and milk and maybe a slice of bread or some cookies. Some people eat one fruit in the morning. And usually, if you get up early, you can have a snack at 10 o'clock or 9:30, 10:30, because we usually have a big lunch at noon or at between noon and 1 o'clock, 1 p.m. So our lunch is our biggest meal. We usually don't have a snack lunch. If someone has a snack lunch, we just say that the person skipped lunch and that it's not going to be healthy for the person. So usually the most important meal for a Brazilian is lunch. In the afternoon, we have a snack or two. And then at night, depending on the family, some people have a big dinner, maybe what has been left from lunch, or a soup or something else. And in some other families, people have a small dinner or just another snack before going to bed, a few hours before going to bed. So that's the general habits of eating in Brazil.
Brazil has a lot of delicious main dishes, and they are usually originated from many and different countries in Africa and Portugal. The most common ingredients are beans, rice, meat, and pasta. The tropeiro bean is shipped from the states of Minas Gerais, São Paulo, and Goiás.
These states in the southeastern part of Brazil. Because they were the first states, and Bahia, they were the first states to be colonized by the Portuguese.
Tropeiro bean has eggs, bean, manioc flour, onion, and pig meat, collard greens, and other seasonings. And the preparation. Start by cooking your beans. The preferred method is using a pressure cooker and combine the beans by the and water in your pot. Secure the lid and bring it to a stove over high heat. When fish is high pressure, reduce the heat to medium and cook for 10 minutes. Turn off the heat and allow the pot on cool down and release all the pressure naturally. When we open, unlock and remove the lid. Check if the beans are al dente. If not, cook them longer. In 5 minutes, it's done. This method is for stove-top pressure cookers. If you are using an electric pressure cooker, follow your cooker's instructions to cook them. You can also cook your beans the conventional way on the stove, but will take longer. Just bring the beans by leaves and water to a boil over medium high heat. When boiling, reduce to a simmer and cook uncovered until then. Adding more water as needed to keep the beans submerged. The cooking process can take anywhere from 1 to 3 hours. And you need to be patient to get a pressure cook. When the beans are done, bring out the water and reserve. Remove the stem of the collard green leaf. Then stack a few leaves on top of each other and roll the stack on a cylinder. Using a chef's knife, slice the collard green into strips. Repeat with all the leaves. Place the oil in a medium-sized skillet and place it over medium heat. Whisk the eggs in a bowl and add them to the pan. Cook, stirring gently until they are spoon. Reserve. Heat 2 tablespoons of oil in a large saucepan over medium heat. Add 3 cloves of garlic and cook. Stir often until golden and fragrant about 2 minutes. Add the collard greens and cook until red about 5 minutes. Season with salt and pepper and preserve. Remove the stems of the collard green. Leave them stack a few leaves on top of each other. Roll that snack into a cylinder. Using a chef's knife, slice the collard greens into the strips. Repeat. Using that same pan over medium heat, we check 1 tablespoon of oil and draw the sausage until it starts to get crisp, about 5 minutes. Remove it from the pan and reserve and scratch the fat. In the same pan, add the bacon and fry until golden brown, about 3 minutes. Then stir in the onion and the garlic cooking until translucent, about 3 more minutes. Add the drained beans and the sausage and cook for a minute, letting the beans soak out those amazing flavors. Then add the eggs, the collard greens, stir until everything is well combined. Season generously with salt and pepper, then add the onion flour to taste. A handful at a time, stir until it's the most moist and incorporate it into the dish. Remove the pan from the heat and sprinkle the pasta as green onions. Done. Curious facts about tropeiro bean. The name tropeiro can be traced back to colonial times when transportation of products and merchandise usually to be carried out by troops on horseback. These men were called troopers or cattle-driving. Their entry habits include most beans, bacon, sausage, and cassava flour, which he will eat to transport. Eventually, scrambled spice and herbs were added to the original recipe. Nowadays, the prepared bean has a tremendous cultural importance and has become one of the most typical foods eaten in the stations in our state, Minas Gerais.
So that's the first one about the tropeiro beans.
Thank you very much. That was very interesting. We're going to go to Taiwan, and then we're going to go to Sabah in Iran, and then we'll go back to Brazil. Taiwan, do your next one, please, and then we'll go to Sabah. Taiwan? Mary, you guys ready?
They are just muted, maybe.
Yeah.
Us now. Can you hear us now?
Yeah, thanks. Go ahead.
Okay, so we asked the question of Brazil before we are presenting, so go ahead with your question again.
I'm wondering if there are any kind of dishes made with turkey in Brazil or Iran.
Very good. Yes, turkey is very common here, especially in the celebration season for Christmas. There are some people that like it very much, but it's more expensive than chicken. So usually, on our everyday life, we usually eat chicken or red meat, not turkey. But usually in the end of the year, in the end of December, people eat turkey for celebration.
Okay, so thank you.
And Iran? Any turkey dishes in Iran?
Yeah. Sabah, I got to get him off mute. My fault. Go ahead, Sabah.
Well, we don't usually have turkey dishes because, like, we don't have Christmas, nor do we have Thanksgiving. So we do love meat. We eat a lot of meat, but usually we don't eat a lot of turkey.
Yeah, we just eat a lot of fish and just steaks and this stuff. Yeah.
Right. Now, you guys do eat a lot of rice dishes, though, don't you?
Yeah.
Yep. A lot.
Yeah, we eat a lot of rice every day.
Literally every day.
They have some really to die for different Iranian or Persian rice is really, really good.
Yeah, they're really good.
And they have a real good recipe with rice and stuffed peppers and some other stuff. It's absolutely excellent. I've eaten it quite a bit. Okay, so go ahead.
No, I was done.
Okay, good. Taiwan, go ahead with your presentation.
I have a question for Brazil.
Okay.
Do you have main dishes based on potatoes?
Did you hear the question?
Yeah.
I just missed the last word. Based on what?
Potatoes.
Potatoes.
It may be sweet potatoes.
Sweet potatoes. Well, there are some. Usually, many kinds of potato dishes. Puree, for example, the mashed potato is very common here, especially when you eat fish. It's a very common side dish. But usually, potato is not the main dish because we eat rice or pasta as main dish usually. So potato is usually a kind of side dish for us, unless you are on a diet.
Yeah, the potato growers, we really appreciate that, saying it's a good, it's actually really high in vitamin C, and it's not really low calorie. It's all the stuff you put on the potatoes that's what kills you. Saba, do you guys eat a lot of potatoes?
Yeah, we usually have like potatoes on most of our side dishes, like we put rice. We have this thing where we like small slices of potato, like like chips, but not chips. Under our rice before we cook the rice, so it gets grilled and it's crispy, like crispy. It is the best part of every dish. Like usually eats the dinner to get to that part. So good.
And then I know they have a lot of like restaurant chains and stuff in Tehran too. They probably serve French fries and all kinds of things with potato base too. Okay.
We're real not healthy eaters, so we have a lot of potato and rice and sugar and everything.
Okay. Let's go ahead and do your second presentation, Mary.
All right, let's begin.
Hello, everybody. I am Peggy and I am in 3rd grade. I am Joyce and I am in 5th grade. I am Ashley and I am in 5th grade too. I am Alicia and I am in 3rd grade. We are from Dadun Elementary School. Dadun Elementary School is in Taiwan. It is from 1st grade to 6th grade. There are 27 to 30 students in each class. You can see this picture. It is my classmate and my teacher. Those pictures are about our school. There is a library, playground, and a basketball court. Well, sometimes we do activities here. Today we are going to talk about main dishes in Taiwan. Taiwan is located in Asia and we have many different kinds of food from all over the world. It is very common to see Japanese food, Korean food, or Italian food. However, Chinese food is still our staple. We have so many different kinds of Chinese food. We have many choices for each meal. Today, we are going to talk about 2 major kinds of main dishes in Taiwan. They are beef noodles and dumplings. Beef noodles is very popular in Taiwan, and it is the main course. As you can see from the picture, the ingredients for beef noodles are carrots, beef, green vegetables, and noodles. Beef noodles is usually served with soup, but it could be served without soup if you want. You can see from the picture. The original flavors of beef noodles is a little salty and spicy. However, if you prefer it plain, you can have it with ginger. You can see the soup is more clear in this picture. In addition, it is not salty and spicy if you compare it to the original ones. We really love beef noodles, so we even have beef noodles festival. That means
All famous restaurants will join this event. During the event, a champion will be chosen. You can see from the picture. The price of beef noodles is around $4 to $5. There are many beef noodles restaurants in Taiwan. It is very convenient for lunch or dinner, and it takes around 40 minutes to eat. Grown-ups and children all like to eat beef noodles. For myself, I prefer the original one because its taste is stronger and I like spicy food. When you have beef noodles for your main dishes, you may also have side dishes with it. For this picture, there are very common side dishes to go with beef noodles. Dumpling is a very delicious main dish in Taiwan. If people get bored of rice, dumplings are their other option. There are two kinds of dumpling. One is original, which is boiled in water. Other is fried dumpling. The ingredients for dumplings are pork, cabbage, salt, and black pepper. It is very easy to prepare and also easy to make at home. Now I am going to show you how to make. This is a cabbage and we need to chop into tiny pieces. Prepare ground meat. We usually use pork for dumplings. Next, mix salt, black pepper, cabbage, This is a dumpling wrapper and we need to, and it is made from dough. When we have all ingredients, we can start to make. Put the ground meat in the dumpling wrapper and place it. It is done. If you want to eat original one, you can fry it. You can boil it for 4 minutes. If you want to eat fried one, you can fry it about 5 minutes. Now you can enjoy your delicious homemade dumpling. When we have dumplings, we usually go with hot and sour soup. You can see the picture. The price for dumplings are around $3 to $4 for 20 dumplings. There are many different kinds of dumpling restaurants in Taiwan. Therefore, it is a great choice for people. Thank you for your listening. We hope you may try noodles and dumpling when you come to Taiwan.
That was so good. Your parents should be very proud of you.
Do you have any questions for our little presenters?
I want to know how long do they learn English, and they learn English so well.
How long have you learned English?
6 years. 6 years.
Wow. That's very impressive.
Actually, it's English as a foreign language because English is not used anywhere outside of classrooms in Taiwan. It's not the immersion or not even secondary language. So yeah, so it's quite difficult.
How many languages can they speak?
What did you say?
Can they speak other languages besides Chinese and English?
No, Taiwanese.
The dialect.
Okay.
Yeah, dialect of Chinese, Taiwanese,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Well, that's still amazing.
Yeah. Do you use English as a means of communication in class to teach all the subjects, content, language, or just in English classes?
English is taught mostly in schools. It's taught as a testing subject, so students just answer test questions. So we try to add a bit more to that by involving them with interactive classes like video conferencing, and so that they can actually use the language that they are studying instead of just taking it at tests.
Excellent. But so you don't teach math, geography, biology using English?
No.
No, it's a sideline. Yeah, but they do their sidelines better than we do our main plays.
So, yeah, do you enjoy dumplings in your country as well?
Brazil, do you guys have dumplings?
Yes, we have a lot of different snacks, and some of them are similar to dumplings. But you have to be careful with the kinds of shops or bakeries that sell them, because if they don't prepare it well, you can get a stomachache after eating them here.
You get pretty sick. In the United States, chicken and dumplings, a soup. You see a lot of dumplings, but I wish Poland was here, because Poland has a tremendous amount of dumplings. They would really like to. They'll watch this and they'll send us some stuff, because they have quite a bit. Iran, do you guys have dumplings? Saba?
You need to unmute them? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I did.
We don't have dumplings here.
Okay, they don't have dumplings.
They have mostly rice. Right.
And your dumplings, what are they normally filled with, Mary?
So what are dumplings usually filled with? You just told us.
Pork.
Yep.
Pork. Yeah.
Pork, cabbage, salt, and some black pepper.
Okay. Because I know some of them, like in Poland, they fill them with candies and sweets and all kinds of different things too. So you can get from meat to sweets in it. And I think, I don't know if it's Persia or Armenia, sometimes they have like a dumpling-looking thing that's got dates in it. So I've seen it with other things, fruits. Saba, do you have a presentation you want to do? Go ahead.
Well, we do have this kind of presentation, but the thing is, we were just told that we were having this video conference today. Yeah. I don't know, maybe 3 hours ago, so it's not as well prepared as the other schools per se. Okay, but we have okay, wait, I just have to know how to. I think it's that one.
Yeah, you go down to screen share. There you go. You go, girl. Yeah.
Okay. So the first thing you should know is that we literally are probably one of the most unhealthy eating countries ever. We don't do healthy. We eat a lot of rice. We eat a lot of sugar, fat, potatoes, anything, literally. But then again, our food is really delicious, so there's a part to that.
It made Cyrus great. What? I said it made Cyrus great. Never mind. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, it did. As you can see in this picture, this is one of our greatest desserts. It's really sweet and kind of greasy, but it's literally, you want to eat it as much as you can. It's made with water and sugar and a sort of bread. No surprises there. And there's some kind of, some sort of special nuts in there. Like pistachio and stuff. Yeah, pistachio and stuff. And it's usually served with tea in the afternoon.
And what's that called?
Baklava.
Baklava?
Baklava.
Yeah.
Baklava. But it's called baklava, but you can pronounce it
as baklava.
Yeah, baklava.
And we usually eat our 3 servings of food. We have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and usually have an afternoon tea somewhere in between.
Between lunch and dinner.
Yeah, dinner is usually at around, I don't know, 8, 9, and lunch is around 12 or 1 based on the time you wake up. This is another version of baklava, but it is less greasy if you want to eat more healthy, which I don't know. I don't know. This is sort of
like kind of soup kind of thing, but with like rice. It has a little bit rice in it and some and
all sorts of herbal thingies in it. We've got, I'm pretty sure I know the name.
Like mint and stuff?
Yeah, it's got mint and beets and you can put noodles in it. Noodles, but it's optional.
It has green onion in it.
Oh,
and you can eat.
It looks like does it have garbanzo chickpeas or what kind of beans? No chickpeas?
Beans. There's no beans in it, but there's something like beans in it.
They call it lubia.
Yep, and it's usually served like a starter for dinner, or you can eat it for lunch.
And what kind of bread is served with that?
What kind of what? I'm sorry, I didn't get you.
I'm saying, what type of bread? Is it a flat bread? What's that called? In that last picture you showed, the bread.
Oh, that one. That's batty. It's the most favorite kind of bread. It's a little.
It's so famous.
Yeah, it's
the
like
famous bread.
squishy, and everyone wants it. And it's best served when it's hot and just out of the oven.
Yeah. Now, do you put hummus or olive oil or anything on it, or just eat it plain? You dip the bread?
With the bread, no, we don't. We eat it alone, or like if it's sometimes if we want to have a light dinner or like breakfast, we eat it with cheese.
Okay.
Yep. And now for one of our most favorite tourist loved kind of dishes,
kebab and juje.
Chicken.
Oh wow.
As you can see, there's a lot of rice.
Yeah.
And a lot of kebab.
Yeah, that's the mix of chicken and kebab. That's called negini. It's a mix of kebab and chicken.
It's one of.
Now.
I don't know. Say fan favorite.
Yeah.
Now, those are cooked with those sticks, right? Those skewer sticks.
So they won't fall.
Right.
And you grill. Yeah, you can grill it. You can bake it. Depends. Yeah. But it's one of the most favorite foods. We cannot say the price because you know, the economics and everything. Our prices don't really match.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but it's not really expensive.
Okay. For us, not expensive, but
it could be like, I don't know, maybe $3.
Yeah,
for you guys.
It's like $3, but for us, it's like
more.
Yeah.
Now, when you cook your chicken like that, is this all meat, or do you rotate and put meat and potatoes all on the same stick?
No,
it's not together.
Okay. Good.
Each stick. And these are some of our other favorite dishes, but these are like better made at home. You don't usually buy these kind of food in restaurants or stuff like that. They're better when they're homemade, and everyone can bake them, so you don't really have to buy them. And it usually takes, I don't know, up to 30 minutes maybe to prepare all these stuff.
Okay. What is the one in the... Okay, go ahead.
Let me go back.
No, keep on going. I'm sorry. Yeah, the one in the left-hand corner here with the Pyrex, the long...
I see. That is something baked with I forgot the word for it. I literally just
with green onions.
Okay.
And
green
it's really like it's not light, so you cannot eat a lot of it. It's got some kind of dairy on it, and you got grilled onion on it. Eggplants. Yeah, I got the word.
Okay.
It's steak. Yeah, kind of just.
And the one on the bottom there, what do you have on top of the rice? It looks like rice, but what's on top of it?
It's rice, and the other dish which you got French fries on it, kind of like French fries on it.
Yeah, French fries.
It's baked with some kind of beans. And
it's a little beans.
Yeah, and
it's not beans, but it's a little version of the beans.
And the meat, obviously.
And it's a lemon. The other one, it's a lemon.
Oh,
that
wow.
we baked it.
Yeah. Gives a good texture and a good smell to the whole thing. It's usually most used for the smell. The one on the top left is the same thing on the previous slide, the eggplant thingy.
Yeah.
The one on the bottom left, that's kebab, and the one on the right,
it's another
kind of kebab.
Yeah, but it's like with bones and stuff, and we eat it with bones.
We have so many different types of kebab. It could take so long to list them. And the other one is the one on the right, not a version of rice because
it's a rice mixed with pistachio, and it's a little red things that we call zeresh.
Wow.
It's like raspberry and stuff, but like smaller. Yeah.
You can say like up to 90% of our food is with meat and rice. So you just put different things in rice so they taste different, but they also taste like rice.
Okay.
And also different types of kebab.
Yeah, like
Wow.
bigger one, large one.
Yep.
Yeah, we have a lot of
all day, every day. And that's it. But there wasn't a picture of the touristy thingy. We've got this thing which we couldn't find a picture of, unfortunately. But we put all types of fruits or herbal things or vegetables, anything, literally anything. You can kind of dry them.
And we bake
mix them with vinegar.
Yeah, with vinegar.
Sorry, vinegar. Mix them with vinegar and let them just stay for like a year or two, and then they will make the most delicious sides for your food. They have this.
We eat them besides our dishes and stuff, and it's really good with rice and stuff.
It's a kind of sour taste to them, and if you add sugar, there will be another thing
that called
moraba.
It's marmalade.
It's like jam.
Yeah.
Homemade jam. Make everything. We make jam out of everything.
Now, what is your favorite kebab? Beef, chicken, or lamb?
Lamb. I'm gonna say lamb. Probably.
Yeah, lamb.
Wow.
But we have chicken too.
Yeah.
It's both of them.
And
but we don't have pork because we're Muslims and we can't
have pork. I did. I knew that. I was gonna ask. So that was. I was trying not to embarrass myself too much in that part, but I knew lamb kebab was really popular. Now, do you eat mint jelly with the lamb or no?
No.
No, just the lamb by itself? Okay, good. Now, Brazil, do you guys have kebabs?
I think we do, not with that name, because kebab can be, I think, a lot of kinds of grilled meat.
Yeah.
With rice, right? So we do have kebab with that name in some international restaurants, but not maybe the same kinds of dishes with different Brazilian names.
Right. Okay. Taiwan, do you guys serve kebabs?
Yes.
Yes, we have kebabs. We have them at barbecues, and there are also restaurants that mainly feature the kebabs.
And do you serve any bacalao? I can't pronounce it correctly, but do you serve any? That stuff is really good.
Baklava, they're the best. Like there's this thing. I'm not saying this as a biased person. I've tasted a lot of sweets in a lot of countries, but I've got to say else. Our whipped cream, our sweets, like we use a lot of sugar and candies and everything, so they're not so good for your health, but every once in a while you can allow yourself to go over the board.
Okay. Anybody have any questions?
Can you cook?
Can I cook? I cannot cook dinner, but I can bake a really good cake. It's really simple, but yeah, at least I don't burn down the house while I'm doing it.
Yeah, but I can bake the eggplant with the onions and stuff. Yeah, I can do that. And pancakes. I can bake. I'm so jealous.
Taiwan, do you want to go ahead? Do you have any more questions? If not, Brazil will do their last presentation. Okay, Brazil, go ahead.
Okay. So this is the last presentation from Brazil, our main dishes. It's called dobradinha. Dobradinha is like something like, in English, it would be double, a little double. It's a dish made from cow's flat white stomach lining. So it's a little gross. I don't personally eat it because I don't like tripe. It's very smelly. It smells very badly, especially if you don't know how to cook it very well. So this recipe comes from my state, in yellow in the map, because it was one of the first states in which the Portuguese colonizers settled, and the influence from the Portuguese is very big here, from architecture to food to music, everything. And this is one of the Portuguese famous dishes. Usually you need a pressure cooker. Here it's very common, every kitchen needs to have a pressure cooker, either a regular one, a traditional one, or an electronic one. Though they have different, there are some differences between them, you have to know how to use them. But it's very important to cook beans and this kind of meat, especially, and some other kinds of meat. The ingredients are usually navy beans or white beans. Also, these ingredients for 8 people, serves 8 people. Tripe, which is the grossest part. I can't imagine myself eating it yet, but as I prepared this presentation, I could start imagining that because I got to know the ways to clean it very well. A lime and maybe cachaça. Cachaça is an alcoholic drink made from cane, sugar cane. So it can be also used to give some flavor and to clean all the tribes. The cornmeal also meant to clean it because dirty and smelly, so you have to clean it several ways, in many ways. I don't know who came up with this idea. And many other ingredients like tomatoes, pepper, onion, parsley, vegetable oil, garlic, paprika and garlic, salt, bay leaves, so many other ingredients to season it after it's cooked. How to prepare the beans? So first, probably it's better to soak the beans overnight in cold water, or you can put the beans in a large saucepan, cover it with plenty of cold water, place on a medium-high heat on the stove, and bring to a boil rapidly. But if you soak it overnight, it's probably going to be better the next day. After boiling for 1 minute, you have to remove from heat, cover the pan, and let it stand for at least 1 hour. Once soaked or pre-boiled, put the beans in a heavy pan, cover with fresh water, bring to a boil over medium-high heat. Reduce the heat to low and let the beans slowly boil for about 40 or 90 minutes. It depends on the size and age of beans. So you have to check so the beans don't fall apart. So you have to check if they are tender but not falling apart. That's the most difficult part. And using the pressure cooker, you have to check it once in a while so it doesn't explode. Sometimes they can blow it up. How to prepare the tripe? You have to cut all that big tripe, remember? Yes, in small pieces, small slices. And after that, you put the squares in a large saucepan, cover with water, add lime juice and cachaça to the pan, bring to a full boil and boil for 5 minutes. So that's the first time you boil it. You're going to see that you have to boil it many times. Drain the tripe into a colander, rinse with plenty of running water and reserve. Wash the pan because the dirt is going to stay on the pan. Then return the drained tripe to the pan and cover with fresh water. Again, bring it to a boil, cook for 5 more minutes, drain and reserve again, and repeat the process a third time. After draining a final time, rub the tripe with the lime slices and the cornmeal to clean it thoroughly and remove all dirt. Rinse under a thin stream of water, scrubbing the lime and cornmeal into the tripe as you rinse. So this process is very important because it eliminates the strong odor of unwashed tripe. It is essential to a successful dobradinha. If you don't do that very thoroughly, very well, you can't stand it. You can't even stay near the kitchen because the smell is all over the place, takes over in the house, and you can't stay there. When somebody makes dobradinha around here, I go out and eat in a restaurant. Unless it's well cooked, this way. So after that, you just have to add all the ingredients, like garlic, onion, natto or paprika, salt, tomatoes, bay leaf, green onion. You have to stir, cook it over medium heat for a few minutes. Add the tripe mix, everything together, the beans, the tripe, water, and all the ingredients. Close the pressure cooker and cook for approximately 30 or 40 minutes. So after boiling 3 times, you still have to cook it in the pressure cooker for more 40 minutes because everything is all the taste is going to blend. It's going to be supposedly with a nice taste after that. And finally, place in a decorative serving bowl. So it has to be well decorated. So you can want to eat it after all the smell. And you can put some ingredients over it, like the parsley and spring onion, and serve immediately. Some recipes call for additional meats, then it's going to be a little better. Sausages, pork ribs, or bacon. And if you add those, you have to put them in the pressure cooker at the same time and cook as directed above. And this is one of the pictures. So the beans with the tripes. And here on the plate with rice, crumbs, and salad, and many other things. The source is this website, flavorsofbrazil.blogspot.com. There are many recipes there too. So that's it for the dobradinha, for this strange dish. But it's very common in the northeast of Brazil. It was originated in the southeast, in our state, right here. But nowadays, it's more common in the northeast because it's the poorest part of the country. So they can get any animal and make this dish with any tribes of that animal, any stock.
Wow.
Yeah.
You made me want to go to Brazil and eat that food. Anybody have any questions?
Yeah, we have a question from Taiwan.
Oh.
Do you add beef to your main dishes?
I'm sorry, I couldn't understand.
Do you add beef to your main dishes?
If that's one of our main dishes every
Do you
day.
add beef?
Beef.
Do you add beef? Yeah, to your the main dishes.
Oh yes, usually we eat beef. We don't eat that kind of dish every day. It's only sometimes, at least not here in my region. But usually for lunch we eat beef, not stomach.
That's stomach. Yeah, it's that's an acquired taste.
Yeah, acquired taste. That's the expression.
And almost every culture will have something like that. Haggis in Scotland, menudo in other countries. It's very similar. And if you've ever, I can share a story real quickly. I was coaching in a school in South Texas, and we were at a big homemaking room, and this guy was cooking a pot of menudo, and I thought he was sterilizing some clothes because it stunk like really, really bad. And he was all excited and said, "You want to try to taste any of this?" And it's all you could do to stay in the same room. So when he says it smells, I'm telling you that it does. It really has a unique odor. But a lot of people really love that food. So, you know, I guess
the food that you are referring to?
I was talking about menudo, which is very similar. It's intestines, stomach lining, and they cook it very similar to what he was saying there. And then in Scotland, they have something called haggis, which would be very similar to the same thing. So a lot of cultures will do the same, just call it different, but it all smells about the same.
Yeah, so that's the tripe or stomach. It's very smelly.
Not something that you want to, you know, write home about. Now in Iran, what is what does your school, let's just talk about school lunches for a second. What does your school serve for your lunch?
Our school has one of the best, I think, dining services. They serve us like most of these foods that we just showed you that are not too, you know, hard to make or make us like fat. We have to study afterwards, so they should be sort of light. So we wouldn't fall asleep. We usually do, but that's
they make, you guys get homemade food then, right?
Yeah. But they also give us like something like steaks, and sometimes we get pasta or hamburgers.
Oh wow!
They do give us international food. Yeah, we have homemade food and international food.
Oh wow, that's really nice.
One day each week. Yeah, and chicken.
Oh wow! Now Taiwan, what do you guys get for your lunches?
25 minutes.
25 minutes? Okay. Good. And Brazil, what do they get for their lunches?
So usually students in Brazil go to school only in the morning and they have the afternoon free. Or the opposite, they go to school after lunch, only in the afternoon and have their morning free. So they study 4.5 hours every day. So it's not a very long school day. That means that usually they eat at home, and they can eat a larger lunch. Usually our lunch is very big, so we eat a lot at lunch. But let's see, the students usually have a snack, or sometimes it's a kind of lunch offered in school in the middle of their school day. So if it's in the morning at 9:45 a.m., the school serves a snack. Some students choose not to eat it and they eat something they brought from home. But some students can eat it, most of the students eat it at the public schools. And it includes pasta or rice sometimes. So it's a kind of lunch, but for us, since there's not a lot of meat and salads together, it's not the real lunch. The mid-morning snack.
Okay. And Taiwan, what do you guys do for lunch there?
we usually eat Taiwan style food like rice, noodles, and something.
Side dishes, vegetable side dishes. And meat.
With
meat.
Western style food like French fries or sometimes eat hamburgers.
Yeah, like in Iran, I think they get one, like once a week, you get one of those Western style food, like you said, either pasta or fried food, fried veggies.
Spaghetti.
Yeah, that's pasta.
And spaghetti.
Wow. And how long do you guys get for lunch?
We get an hour for the lunch break, so the students can eat lunch for 30 minutes and then take a nap for another 30 minutes.
Oh, wow, that's really nice.
That is so unfair. Like, that is so unfair. I cannot even be.
Okay. We probably need to end because a couple of schools going to have to go. But we'll really appreciate it. And next time when we come on next month, it'll be for holiday presentations like end of the year or other festivals that they may have coming up. I know China's New Year's doesn't come then, but you can talk about Chinese New Year's at the same time. We sure do appreciate everyone, and we appreciate the elementary school and the parents for staying. And we appreciate Brazil, and we really appreciate the people from Saba School too today. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Michael, and Brazil and Iran. We enjoyed today's presentations. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you very much.
Bye. Have a great day or good evening.